What's up, everyone? It's your boy Matt Diazable coming at you with some new music reviews. Today, I am checking out a band called Splitintentions with their debut self-titled EP. This band, Splitintention, is a hardcore band based out of Kentucky, and I discovered this band because this past year in 2024, I was a vendor at Tie Down Fest, a big hardcore fest in Detroit, and I guess two vendors over from me was an artist who did this album cover, pretty dope. They were talking to me throughout the whole event, and eventually mentioned, "Hey, I'm in a band," and I was like, "Oh, I do music reviews. I would definitely love to check out your band." They're like, "Yes, please check us out when you get a chance." And with all the reviews I'm doing, I get backlog, but I finally got around to checking out this band because they're a really nice person. They do great art, and I wanted to just put them out there and just support another artist, support a local band in a smaller scene, and just always help out the little guy, I guess. So with this band, Splitintentions, I will say you might feel a little split about how you feel about this EP because there's some good here and there's some bad. It's a mixed bag for sure. Because the one thing I noticed about this EP, it feels a little bit janky and rough and a bit disjointed at times because it feels like some of the members are still learning how to play their instruments / figuring out what they want to make here. And as I say that, I did talk to some of the members after I posted my Instagram review, my written review, and got some feedback saying that this is they kind of put this album out as quick as possible so they can have some material out there so that people can be familiar with them. So when I go back and look at my review here, it kind of all makes sense that there's an overall feeling of jankiness to this band and this sound. And most of that jankiness that I felt on this EP was coming from the guitars, because I feel the guitars are able to play like some really decent riffs. They're pretty solid in that department. But when it comes to transitioning into a different style of riffing, or just going into transitions with the guitars, it feels like they are very inexperienced and come off really clunky. Songs like Break, 13, and Holy Ghost show a good sign of like how the guitars can like abruptly switch styles, and it kind of throws off the flow of the EP. So I want to play a quick clip of Break for you so you can get a sense of the jankiness of the guitars. They still feel like a little wonky at times here, so I feel like, yeah, they're a little bit inexperienced. Another thing is like the guitar riffs are a little bit higher in the mix, so I feel like they drown out some of the other members, like on the song Break. The guitar sounded really loud there. Even though there are some errors with the guitar playing here, there are some moments where the riffs sound a bit beefy and crunchy, like on the songs Wish You Would and Pass. And I think for future releases, if the guitar riffs can get a little bit tightened up, I think this band can sound a lot better. And when it comes to vocals, I think similar problem like the guitars, they sound a bit inexperienced at times, while at other times they do sound really good. The moments where they sound really good are on the songs Break and Wish You Would, because it seems like the vocals have a little bit of a grit and grind to them. There's a little bit of a rawness to them that just sounds really good. So I want to play a clip of Wish You Would for you. Vocals sound really good, that they got that grit to them. I like the lyrics on this EP because they seem very relatable and quite genuine. Like they're not just trying to sound tough, they're not trying to sound hard. It seems like they're coming from a place of experience and pain and want to share their pain through music, and it kind of feels like they're trying to work, I won't say go through therapy or work things out, but it just feels so genuine. The drums on here are very simple and tight, and they never really impress you that much, but at times They do have a nice hard feel to them, and you know, they play around with the cymbals nicely, like on the songs Pass Away and 13. They have some really good drumming patterns and styles there. So I want to play a clip of Pass Away for you. 13, so you can get a sense of those drums. A good mix of that heavy sound while also playing with those cymbals. One thing about this EP is the bass playing here. That was like the only thing throughout the whole like track list. Didn't sound inexperienced. It sounded really thick and just had a good overall deep tuning to it, especially on the intro and Pass Away. Those are like some good examples of where like the bass never really falters and just sounds really good. So that's one thing about this band I think they've got pretty locked in, is the bass playing. Like I said before, my thoughts about this band, they're a little split, because there are some moments of like good things like the bass playing, you know, the genuine lyrics, but it still overall feels like the songs, they're just not that smooth. The pacing is not that great sometimes. It's heavy stuff being played here, but the overall flow just feels really janky and disjointed at times. So I feel like the band is not fully ready when they came out with this EP. But like I said, I talked to some of the members and I got some more info on it, and it just makes sense that they were like, yo, let's quickly get something out and then, you know, work on it more later, which I totally respect. So I think the band themselves, they probably don't mind that, you know, I thought it was a little janky here and there. I think they might think that as well. So I would say this debut EP from Splitintentions is an okay to so 6 out of 10. A bit rough around the edges, but I can see they're working towards something. So links down below, check them out. Like always, I'm Matt from Diazzo. Like, subscribe, and comment, and see you in the pit.